then soak it in water for 24 hours. Then we take it for cooking, where we cook it for around 3 to 4 hours. So this is the vegetable stock.
Even though paper-making techniques have advanced a great deal in the outside world, Bhutanese still use their traditional way of making paper.
Like for printing, writing scriptures, for the monasteries, for the monks, they use this kind of paper.
Not only in paper making, Bhutan is especially persistent on following traditions in architectural designs. Bhutanese regulations stipulate that government buildings as well as banks, post office, hospitals and all residential homes must follow the traditional way of construction. The 100 or so ancient temples in Bhutan are also well preserved. The white walled castle-like building behind me is an architecture different from traditional ones. It is called zone and is divided into two sections. One section of the building is youth and administration center, and the other section is a living quarter for the lamas. This kind of a space arrangement reflects the combination of politics and religion in their lives. The white walls, red bricks, delicate wood sculptures, and color paintings on stories in Buddhist classic are characteristic in the zone architecture developed in the 13th century. Like Tibet, the zones also have the function of defense, affected by the surroundings. The buildings in Bhutan are stately but full of splendor.
By Western standards, it would be a castle. But for the Bhutanese, it's more than a castle. It is also used for religious purposes.
Whether the Lama temples built in the 7th century or the zone which combines religion and politics, their architectural designs match Bhutan's geographic location and the weather. White is the color often used for the building's exterior.
The sign of the purity, white, because it's pure, the color is very white, it's pure. So as the Buddhism in Bhutan, the Buddha's teaching, it's very pure, so that's why it's all white.
Not only the government is pushing for culture preservation, the concept is also deep-rooted in its people. Take this old house, for example. The first floor is used for keeping livestock. The second is used for storage and the third is used for living. Although the house no longer fits the needs of modern-day life, such type of constructions can still be seen everywhere.
This house is 500 years old. In the old days, members of big families all lived here. Now my son, grandson and I are left.
Next to the 500-year-old house is a newly built apartment. Although it's new, the design of its appearance and roof still follow the traditional style. And in Bhutan, even the ancient temples used advanced solar power facilities. Traditions and modernity are not in conflict at all in Bhutan. Traditional clothing can be seen not only in performances. Bhutanese also wear the national attire in their daily life, whether it's at work, at school, or at family events. The gowns men wear are called go, and the skirts for women are called kira.
Actually, we use as a go means in our Bhutan national dress. That is our national day. So wherever we go, without go, we will not allowed.
The Bhutanese way of life makes the whole country like a living museum. Their culture lives in their daily life.
This is an identity, because otherwise, after a certain stage, you're going to lose your identity. You're going to lose your customs. You're going to lose your language. You're going to nobody.
Culture requires the recognition of its people. The confidence that Bhutanese have in their culture and themselves have helped Bhutan preserve its beauty envied by the outside world. TITV Weekly.